of here. There's no way we're camping here. I mean, we shouldn't have been so stupid anyway. I have been sweating in the kitchen, so I've got my vinos, but you know what? I've had a great idea. Check out this.
Stop interrupting, I'm talking. Please, Karen.
Welcome back, guys. My heart's still racing.
I'm going to say, just don't trust people who do reviews.
Oh my god. Yeah, so I've literally just come down a track. We're trying to get to the Murray. The GoPro was actually in the van, so we've missed out on actually all the good action. The Mr. B had to actually push the van from it hitting a tree because it slid, and I don't even know. But anyway,
and then coming through that gate.
Yeah. So we've had our first real heart stopper already. We had to put Digger in 4 low, and the bloomin' big van on the back, it just fully slid, and yeah, like I said, nearly hit a tree. Yeah, we're legging it. We're out of here. There's no way we're camping here. I mean, we shouldn't have been so stupid anyway.
With all the rain. Last
night we had 80 mils, and it did look like a really good spot. We read some reviews and we thought, yeah, okay. But yeah, it was pretty much saying 28 more minutes of this track, and yeah, it wasn't going to happen. So not quite sure what plan B is, but you know what, keeping it real. Let's see where we end up. We were meant to drive all the way to that red dot on conditions of mud and in 4 low, so we've actually come back out. There's no way we're risking that. Mr. B and I just
I'm not going around the other way because I think that the road is dirt all the way in and the other way as well.
We just had the biggest argument ever.
Yep.
And I thought that the van was going to hit the tree. Honestly did.
Lucky I weigh a lot. If we use it so I'm fat,
yep. That was fully hectic.
That pushed the van off the tree.
Yeah, that was fully hectic. It was jackknifed, and we were thinking like, where are we going to winch? I mean, there was plenty of trees, but anyway, I think we're just going to turn off for a sec and work out. I gotta get myself together here. Just run around to see if I can get us through the other section, but I can't, so I don't know, I think we're gonna have to turn around again. Bad choice.
left you last time and we were on the side of the road, we decided to go down, do something stupid again and go down another track.
Yeah.
And then had to do another point turn because it's all flooded. We then...
Well, the problem was the 80 mils of rain that we had last night.
And then the 80 mils the day, two days before.
Yeah. So, yes, you can get vans down there, and yes, there are vans, but because it is like thick, sludgy mud, we ended up in 4 low.
And then we're still spitting.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, I know that our loyal viewers every week are going to believe us because we don't just make stories up. The GoPro was in the van, and then once we sort of got out of it, I was just like, okay, well, we were meant to start the episode, so, and you wouldn't want to see that anyway because we had a full-on heated, but we're all good now, aren't we?
Yeah.
Mr. B?
Yes.
Oh, it was just the tension, and if you've ever been in that situation, I think you'll agree. Like, we weren't yelling at each other for any other reason that Mr. B, that we're smiling now, that it was a hectic situation. The van literally, you were in 4 low and it just kept sliding, and I was just like, no, it's not going to happen. And as you already said, lucky you had breakfast this morning and you've been keeping fit on bakery stops and what have you. Mr. B's weight, literally, I jumped in digger in 4 low and just sort of eased my way out, but it was literally him guiding the other driver's side of the van from not hitting the tree.
Correct.
Yeah.
Just pushing.
Yeah. I think we did well.
Yeah, so don't mess with me because I can push a van.
So yeah, are we disappointed that we're not on that side of the Murray?
No.
Well, I am a little bit.
Oh, look at this.
But it is beautiful. We will show you around. I guess on this side of the Murray, yeah, we've got rocks and we've probably got people next to us a little bit closer than what we wanted. But
Okay.
in saying that, I have got a beautiful view for the next couple of days. So we're gonna kick back. We're gonna show you around. And
actually, you got to be still happy that the Murray River has water because usually it's like a creek.
Well, seriously, lately all the Insta places that I've wanted to go to, if they haven't been overly expensive and like $200 a night for the caravan for nothing, they've been a disaster because of the rain and the wind and everything else. So we've, you know, bypassed a lot.
Show 'em what you're looking at, babe.
So do you want to see what we're looking at? Because you've made it like through that little bit of hecticness, and we've parked up and it's stinking hot. So I will show you the view, and then we're going to do a few jobs, kick back and stick around because I think we've got a fair bit to show them around here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon.
What's the time?
And I reckon I can probably do some cooking because you guys have always asking me about my cooking.
I might go to the car wash while you're cooking.
We've actually got some mud to get off digger, don't we? Yeah. All right. Anyway, enough banging. I'll show you the view. Yes, I'm feeling pumped today. I'm feeling much better from yesterday. Are you out there, Mr. B? Oh, there you are. What did you do? Did you get my washing line ready to do some washing?
Yeah.
Oh, super. I was just telling everybody how more refreshed and relaxed we are today after yesterday's ordeal. We had a good night's sleep.
Yeah.
And I think
water here, so we've had some nice long showers and that. So
Yeah, you had a good sleep. I reckon it was really quiet.
Probably the best sleep I've had in a couple of days, really.
Yeah, we were a little bit thinking, oh, because the road's not too far. It's on the other side of over the other side of the river, New South Wales, Victoria. Confusing, but anyway, I think we're going to go and do both today. But I slept like a log.
Yeah, there's a little. I'm going to check it out today. I don't know whether it's a bridge or a grate or something, but last night I heard a couple of times it's like, and then they continue on. So.
Okay.
Oh, that was like this like 4 o'clock this morning. I heard a truck go past, and cars, and it just sounds like it's a
like a cattle grid or something.
Yeah, but a bit longer because it goes for like 2 seconds and then they're gone. So I'm keen to drive that way and check out what's actually on the road.
Okay, that
or whether
sounds
it's
good.
a bridge that's got those
Oh, okay, gotcha.
like the one in Tassie that's spun.
Gotcha. Anyway.
Okay, I'll let you finish that and I'll get back to doing what I've got to do.
Okay, you do what you got to do. We are going to do a little bit of exploring today. Yes, I have got my swimmers on already. The one thing I love too, girls, just going to put this one out there. I wasn't really a one-piece type of girl, but you know what? This time around, before we started traveling again, and yes, I guess working in the bikini shop did help, I've actually gone for a lot of one-pieces because I feel like they're really versatile, that you can wear it like this, sort of like a bodysuit, then you can just strip off, you're ready for swim anywhere. Like if Mr. B takes me on adventures today and we ended up near water, boom, I'm ready to go. So because I'm feeling so fresh and, you know, ready to go this morning, I thought what better recipe to do than a gourmet, whatever you've got in the fridge, scrambled eggs. So I've got some ham, it's just deli ham, a bit of capsicum left, it's just about done, bit of spinach, love mushrooms, meat for vegetarians. I don't even know how this ended up being a leftover because, you know what, this is just like a match made in heaven with my vino. But anyway, we'll chuck that in and a couple of eggs. Couple of quick tips. I love this one. If you love pesto, instead of using a little bit of oil in your pan, use your pesto because it actually got oil in there and it really seasons up your food. I have been asked a fair bit on socials since we did, since we bought this way back when we were in Tamworth. This is the Weber fry pan. We are definitely not sponsored or anything. We bought this with our hard-earned cash. Yes, it was about, I'm going to say $70 to $80. Have I used it a lot? I literally use it every single day, and not just on the Weber. I'm going to cook today in the van, so it's easy to clean. It's got the removable handle, so when you do use it in the Weber, you can just close it down and take the handle. What have I cooked in it? I've actually done potato bake. I've done your general fried up chicken and stuff if I just don't want to use the plate. It's good for anything. I've even used it before for doing chips. I've just put a bit of oil, but anyway, it's a no-brainer, honestly. Cook whatever you want in there. Again, with this site, we have being able to hook up to water, and it is town water, so that's good. But we also do run our filtration, and we've also got the double filter in the kitchen here as well. So yeah, I think that's enough banging on. I'm going to get brekkie underway. I think I'll put the kettle on. We have had one coffee this morning, but you know what, I'm feeling like maybe it's time for another coffee. We don't actually drink teas or coffees during the day. It's generally just one in the morning, so I think Mr. B will like another coffee with his breakfast as well. So yeah, I guess stick around for brekkie and we'll show you what we've got to get up to for the rest of the day. So I've literally just chopped those few ingredients up, got that in the pan. If you did notice, yes, I'm still using my fishing knife. It is the Jarvis Walker, but it's so easy to use, and we've got the sharpener on board as well, so I can just sharpen it up. And this one also does come with the little case, so it's quite safe. So that one's really good as well. I'm just going to let that brown off a little bit in the pan. I've just sort of roughly chopped up my camembert cheese. The smell from the pesto, oh, smells so good, so yummy. I'm just going to do up a couple of eggs here in the bowl. Pretty easy. You know, sometimes I love to actually put a bit of sour cream in just to make it really whip up really nice in a bit of a scrambled eggs, but we don't have any of that at the moment, so I think we're actually due to go and do a bit of a shop, and I have heard, because Mr. B told me that we do have a Coles in town. I do love my Aldi's because it is good different, but no Aldi's here, so any hoosies. Oh, you know what? I might actually put, the other thing I do love is a little bit of herbs. Just no measuring around here when you cook with me. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. If you're wondering as well how these are going, if you watched our walkthrough, these are brilliant. Honestly, nothing moves. Nothing moves, even when we do crazy off-road driving with the van on the back and get bogged. So nothing moved yesterday. That's a little bit of Mexican seasoning. Just a bit of extra flavour. I know what Mr. B's going to say. He's going to be, why can't we just have some normal scrambled eggs? But you know what? I just love a little bit of flavour. Have a little bit of flavour. It's all good. That is coming along nicely. With the spinach, I'm just going to sort of chuck that in and just roughly break that up just so it wilts a little bit. And then it's just about ready for the egg mix. The last thing to go in will be the cheese, because that doesn't take too long. Done. Look at that. How good does that look? That is such a good brekkie. That's going to keep us going for most of the day. So yeah, put it down in the comments. What do you think to my rustic scrambled eggs? And if you've actually got a good recipe that you think I might like for a breakfast cook-up, pop it down in the comments below. I'm going to dish up breakfast, have our coffees. I think I've got another job that I've got to do in the van before we go, and then we'll be ready to set off for the day. So the next job that's on my list this morning, traveling full time, you have to, yep, you got to do your washing. So I said to Mr. B, okay, we've got no power, but we've got water. So can I actually use the washing machine? Because we've not done this before. And he's like, yeah, of course you can. You just flick the inverter on and then it should work. So fingers crossed, we've got our little upright washing machine. I think it's around about a 3.5. I can actually fit a fair bit of stuff in there, like t-shirts, you know. You wouldn't overload it with jeans and jumpers or anything, but I probably got about 3 or 4 t-shirts in here, the good old jocks, socks, and just a couple of light singlets of mine. So I probably, honestly, today I'm going to have to do 2 loads. I'm still rocking my little sachets that we got in Thailand because, yeah, I did actually buy a lot. I'm finding with the washing machine, these are actually doing 2 loads. So yeah, we'll give it a go. Haven't done washing for a little while, so I'm pretty keen to see how well this is going to work. So let's see. With this washing machine, it does have a couple of different cycles. I tend to do the 30-minute, which is the longest one. I was a little bit on the lines of, when we first got this van, if this washing machine didn't perform, it was probably going to be the first thing that we were going to pull out, just due to the I guess extra weight of having a washing machine. But guess what, it's still here because it's absolutely brilliant. It washes well, I don't care what anyone else says, and when it does the spin cycle, the clothes are so spun dry that literally it doesn't take long to dry at all. So I'm actually going to rate it on par with a washing machine from home. Alrighty, let's see. Well, that's a good sign. We have power. We'll check our cycle. Oh, it seems to be working. I think we're good. Alrighty, I guess we'll just kick back for half an hour, hang the washing out, and then that's that job. Tick. What are you up to? Did you find the washing?
What do you mean, did I find the washing? Oh, wait, do the washing.
Well, I put the washing on and you hung it out. How good's that? How much is that? All of what I did?
No,
That's actually, there's still more inside. You still got more to go. There's still more.
in the washing machine.
Yeah, you didn't get it all.
Open it up and have a look.
I'm sure you didn't get it all. Any hoosies. How would you rate the washing machine?
Yeah, pretty good.
Saves us money anyway, doesn't it?
$8 a load, so.
Yeah. What a cracker of a day. I found out a couple of other facts about this place because we are officially at, or on the Murray River. We're officially on the Murray River on the New South Wales side of it, as I said before. But did you know there's actually over 103 beaches on the Murray River? Alrighty. I think Mr. B's rounding me up, so I better get my bag. I'm pretty keen because I've actually found out as well there's a few really cool places to stop in town. So yeah, we're gonna go and check those out. Are you ready to round me up?
Yep.
Yep. Alrighty.
Just need to lock some doors and we're done.
Lock some doors. I'm thinking too, it's actually really safe around here. It's really safe. I didn't actually give you information on camping. You can actually turn up and book online here, or you can do the good old envelope in the Honesty box sort of payment system. They don't actually have any on-site caretakers. It is run by the council, and you can only stay here for a minimum of maximum of 14 nights, which are
minimum of 14.
Hey, no. I got me
You stay minimum of 14.
No, I would like to actually. Could you see yourself staying along the Murray for like 14 nights as a minimum? I don't know.
Heaps of sun, heaps of power.
Yeah, we're fully powered up. We are running full power. Our solars, how many solars do we have? We only have 3. I think we run just, I'm just going to say give or take, we only run about,
560.
well, I was going to say under 600. But we haven't had any problems so far. And even this morning with the washing machine, we've had Starlink on, we've had the TV on, we've been charging devices, and it doesn't even move, does it?
Hardly.
So good. Alrighty. Let's get ready to go.
Okay.
What were you doing under the hood?
Just checking, see how much mud was in there.
Oh, okay. This is one of Mr. B's favourite places, the car wash.
Yeah.
We tend to use the car wash because obviously travelling full time, you can't just wash your car anywhere. And the thing that we have noticed with a lot of the newer ones these days, they're just tap with your card.
Yeah.
But this one is cash, which I love. So always remember, keep your coins. Ready?
Yep.
All right, Digger's going to have a bit of a wash after yesterday's ordeal. There we go. Here and I didn't even know.
Correct.
All right, I've got what, 5 minutes?
No, 5, 10, 15.
All right, let's not waste time, guys. Let's go. that? I got a couple of bargains. Always looking out for my favourite colour. Guess what, Mr. B?
What?
I got animal print.
No,
I got some bargains. I even got you something. Alrighty. Thank you for that. That was so much fun. So much animal print. And it was all in order as well. It was all like a whole animal print section.
no, was it?
Where we are.
Big strawberry.
We're at the Big Strawberry. How exciting. And they've got ice cream for you.
And wine for you.
Well, I think they do, but I'm actually feeling keen for ice cream.
Okay, it's quite hot, isn't it?
It is. It's an absolute scorcher. So this is just out of town a little bit from where we're staying. And I love this story. It's family owned still. How cool is that? This family actually started growing strawberries on their little property and selling them on the side of the road in the late 1960s. It then grew from there. Mm-hmm. They ended up, you know, building a bigger stall, and then they expanded and they expanded and they expanded, and to what it is today. It's pretty exciting.
It is.
And I'm gonna, well, actually, I don't even know how big this thing is. It's pretty big.
I'd say about 4 metres.
Look at it. It's huge. But the thing that I love, not only is that family owned, they grow strawberries here on over 2 acres of strawberries. That's crazy. So you can come here, pick your own, have strawberry ice cream. I think they do liqueurs, strawberry milkshakes. So I think we need to go and check it out, see what we can find. See, look, ice cream. Ice cream. Ice cream. Well, it looks pretty quiet. I mean, it is middle of the week. The one thing I do love about some of our adventures, when it's the middle of the week, there's nobody here. So.
It's closed.
What? It's closed? It can't be closed.
It is.
No. No. Oh my God, are you kidding me? It's closed, guys. Oh, this is an epic fail. No wonder the car park was empty. Oh. Somehow we've landed our way to the little airport, haven't we?
Yeah, this was the biggest, I believe, military airport.
Yeah. Back in 1942, was it?
Biggest military airport in Australia.
Yeah, pretty cool. So the US came out here and basically set up camp. And that first big propeller, I just learnt, and I don't know much about planes, but it's around about 1,200 horsepower to kick her over. But we think you're not probably going to be able to see it on the camera.
You can see the second one turning and the other one down here.
But there's gliders up there, and do we think that maybe that little yellow plane towed them up?
Yeah.
Is that what happens?
Or would have towed one of them.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's really amazing.
Maybe.
There is a big museum here as well, which I have heard is full of information and history. However, it's actually closed. It's closed today, so we won't be able to take you into that one. I'm not sure what's going to happen with this little yellow one. He looks like he's fueling up. She looks like a bit of a classic, eh? I don't know if I'd like to go in that one. That one
I don't think you get lower and lower.
Oh, maybe he is going to land. we've just made our way down to where the museum is. As I said, it's not open, but how sweet, it's so beautiful. The little birdie bath. Yeah, they do have a cafe here as well, and I'm thinking that this would be the outdoor area when it's not too hot. Beautiful place, isn't it? What's it called? The Beaufort Garden.
Yep. The garden is gifted to the people of the Shire.
Yeah.
By Patricia M. Ward in memory of her husband, Captain Roger Miller, who actively promoted an aviation museum. The name Beaufort Garden is a reference to Roger's hangar in the residential air park, and his uncle, who was air crew on the Bristol Beaufort bomber during World War II.
Wow, how beautiful.
And it was done on the 21st September 2022.
I wonder if his wife still lives in the area.
Probably.
It's really cool.
It's beautiful though.
If you're around this way and it is open and it's something that you're interested in, I'm going to say I have heard that it's one of the best run museums. It's run by a husband and wife, and they live and breathe the history of aircraft. Cod. I wouldn't mind me a bit of Murray cod for dinner. Do you reckon I should wet a line?
I don't know what it even tastes like.
Well, I reckon it tastes pretty good. Not one being this big.
Some G-Dad would know.
Yeah, G-Dad probably would know. Actually, I should give him a call this afternoon.
Say, I call myself a cod bigger than the car.
Have you guys ever caught a cod? Murray cod? I don't know. Freshwater cod? I haven't. I know I've been banging on a lot, and I've got a lot to live up to, because I keep saying I'm going to catch a big fish and I haven't yet. So
I've been on the road for 2 years and she hasn't caught anything yet.
No, I haven't. But anyway, if you want,
I think it's those dried worms.
Oh, I know. But anyways, if you want to catch, literally catch the biggest cod, this is where you have to come to, because this sculpture here is the biggest in the world that you'll ever find of a cod. I'm impressed. All right, we might head back to camp. We might just drive through town and head back to camp. I reckon it's almost that time of the afternoon, because we've got a bit of a shaded tree literally at the front of our van on the beach, and I'm feeling like it could be about that time to kick back, maybe have a bit of a happy hour and have a swim. We're just making our way back to camp. I will actually, as usual, put all the links in the description below, but it's pretty much, we just run parallel with Town Beach and we just come on into our little camp area.
Yeah.
So it's pretty easy to find. There is a really nice walking track, which I have noticed, and I've seen a couple of the other people with vans and motorhomes. It's just like a really easy walk in town. They have an IGA. There seems to be a few pubs that are open as well. We might go and check one of those out in the next few days if we fancy a palmy.
Yeah,
I think you've read some really good reviews. What was that one called?
Farmers Arms.
Yeah, so we might go check that out. Sweating in the kitchen, so I got my vinos, but you know what, I've had a great idea. Check out this. This is next level. This is a handy little drink bottle bag that my daughter bought me. Thanks for that too, Neeks. But you know what? I've just worked out that my Vino bottle fits in there, and I've put a few ice cubes in there. Living the dream, living the dream. Life doesn't get much better than this on this adventure.
Yep.
So we're gonna kick back on the Murray, aren't we, Mr. B?
Yep.
Hey, look at this, love it. I keep telling you, you need to get yourself onto these. I'll put the link in the description as well. But what I've done, I've just literally put some ice in there. And there you go. Don't know what happened with the drone. I was actually trying to take a photo, and then next thing I actually saw it disappear from my line of sight, and I don't know where it went. That's the battery. The battery's still saying full. This is actually just hanging on a thread, and it has been saying that the gimbal is not working.
And the
it's got a bit of a
on the bottom, yeah.
It's got a bit of a chunk out here, so
Not picking up height.
Not quite sure. What are we gonna do?
I've just driven Mrs. B an hour and a half to Echuca for her to pick up her brand new DJI Air 2S.
What a kerfuffle! What a kerfuffle! Honestly. Ah!
Show me the battery.
I don't even know.
No,
I'll show. Look, it's still saying that it's
yeah, but
fully
have a look at all
charged.
the dentin in it.
I don't even know if it's the GoPro's going to do it justice. All right, I don't know what happened. I don't know where we left off or whatever.
You were showing them where the drone crashed.
Yeah, but anywho's, what I had decided to do was take a couple of still shots, obviously from the air. I was at probably 70 meters up, and I wasn't that far away from where we were, and I have not put the controller together, so I run this controller, which is really cool, so I could see where I was. I am a sensible flyer. I always have sight of my drone, so I could see it. I just looked down, ready to press for the shot, and next thing, everything just disappeared. Obviously I couldn't see the drone then, and bang, it was all over.
Hang on, Mrs. B.
Yeah, that's me.
Thought she knew where it was.
Well, I did.
Hang on, stop interrupting, I'm talking.
Ugh.
Please, Karen. Anyhow, Mrs. B thought she knew where the drone was. On the controller, it showed where the last known GPS location was. We couldn't find it, and we're getting further away from the red.
I thought
Mark.
it was in the river.
I'm talking, please. Karen, stop it. Jeez. So, we're getting further away from the red mark, and then Mrs. B said, well, it's got coordinates on it, so I punched it into my phone, the coordinates, and lo and behold, it was about 4 meters from our van, and it had crashed into the ground.
Yeah. So
No, hang on. So the battery was not in it. The battery had been ejected.
dislodged.
The leg is broken, and the propeller blades.
Well, hang on a minute. What about this chunk?
Hang on. I'm still talking. So the two of the propellers had actually come off. The other ones are all broken, and the actual sensor on the bottom to tell you your height is not working, and the gimbal.
Yep. Can I talk now?
Yeah.
Okay. So after we found it, which I was absolutely shocked where it was because it must have like zoomed back that quickly. I was absolutely, I don't even know what the word is.
I'm going to say it may have been trying to return to home.
I was so distressed. The only thing that we can think of, I'm the drone flyer here, so this has been my baby for the last 3 years. The only thing I can think of, because it was extremely hot yesterday, and I had in yesterday and the day before the GoPro battery swell. I am thinking possibly, because it was just charged yesterday, brand new battery, had this had a swelling issue. Let me know if you know, put it in the comments below. I did do a bit of research last night and I did find a few people say that. Was it that? I don't know. I don't have the answer myself. Yes, I have contacted DJI. Yes, we did have cover on the drone. However, traveling full time, I mean, where are we going and where are we going to be? So, driving over an hour and a half at doing 110 kilometers an hour, that being the speed limit. So it was a big drive. Look what we have. Yes, the last one that they had in the store. Yes, it is still a DJI Air 2S. Wanted to buy me a Mavic 3 Pro. I couldn't justify the price. Call me an idiot. I am very practical when it comes to money. So I really didn't want to go and spend that much money when I, I've already forked out for this controller and blah, 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 blah. I know the drone. I'm not a crazy droner. I just like to do basic things. So I'm going to give this a go. I will see what happens with DJI with an update from them. And yeah, just go from there. So we are now going to sit in the park, set up this bad boy. I think Dora has definitely finished exploring, and yeah, let's see how we get on.
Yep.
The day can only get better. Isn't that right? Yep. All right, so we got the drone going, we got it set up, it was all good, and I thought to myself, we actually came here yesterday, we'll just wind it back again, take 2, isn't that right? Yes, take 2, we are back, and action. We're at the big strawberry.
We are.
Woohoo! And I think after you went to such great efforts to take me in that little town in the middle of nowhere to get a new drone.
Chuka.
That one. I reckon you deserve at least a 2 scoop.
Okay, sounds good.
And it was shut yesterday, so we're back at the big strawberry. Yes, Mr. B's favourite. And I said to him yesterday, because we'd done so much and it was so hot, but it's just as hot today. Digger is saying 38, and it's the hottest part of the day is normally around about 4, was it about 4 o'clock, Mr. B? 5 o'clock.
4 to 5 o'clock.
4 to 5 o'clock, and it's meant to get hotter.
Yeah, it's supposed to get to 38. Tomorrow it's supposed to be 38 or 40.
Yeah.
And
So I reckon ice cream.
Yeah, and then Saturday, I think it's going to be 33.
Hello summer in Australia. If you're from anywhere else, we have hot summers. Anyway, no time to waste, let's go get ice cream. 9 out of 10. And you know why? You know why it's 9 out of 10?
Because we're going to go back a second time.
Exactly. Because it was shut yesterday, I'm going to give it 9 out of 10. However,
was quite creamy.
It was super creamy. However, I'm thinking if the drone hadn't have crashed, we wouldn't have gone that way today. So there's always the bad, the good, the whatever.
Yep. So
it's stifling.
38 degrees
Mm-hmm.
Celsius or 100 degrees Fahrenheit.
It's hot. It's hot. We're back at camp.
Supposed to get a bit of a possibly a storm this afternoon.
I actually hope we do get a storm.
Cool down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just one of those weeks where last week it was wet and it was still warm though, but it was super wet.
But you never know. You never know what's going to happen. It's
Australia.
It is. It's how the cookie crumbles. And again, as I keep banging on about, when you travel full time, you just don't know what you're gonna get, and you have to just make the most of everything and just go with it.
That's it.
So I'd rate stopping here, even after our dilemmas of I don't want to call it being bogged, but let's just say we were in a muddy, sticky situation, nearly hit the tree, broke the drone, the rear dash cam camera fell off because it was that hot that the glue melted on that, so that needs to be repaired. We've had a few breaks.
Yeah, so I'm going to say, if the other road is dry, it may be okay, but I'm going to still think there is even after what's this, day 3, we haven't had any rain, there's still a lot of water on the roads and hanging around.
Well, the tracks, not even on the sides of the roads, but on the tracks as we've driven past. I'm not going to rate it. If you've got a big van, I'm going to say don't go down there, because you're going to end up in a hell of a mess.
Yeah, and this here, for what you're paying for, which is $7.50 per person per night. Yeah. And you get water hookup. Yeah. And you've got grey water outlets.
There's
you have toilets that are nice.
Basic.
You do have cold water showers. I'm saying it is really, really good. Even if it rains here, because you're on a bit of a hard surface, you're not going to end up in a mud pile. That's it.
Well, I have a feeling, and I'm just gonna call it that. I have a feeling that some of the big vans that we have spotted across, probably some of them are going to struggle to get out until it dries out a little.
Yeah, because they would have gone in before it rained. Even when we were driving here, it was bucketing down with rain. So I'm going to say and I think, you know, like I said, there's been in the high 30s most days, and that water still has not dried up, and it's not running off anywhere. No. And the thing is, it's not just mud, it's mud, sand and clay.
Exactly. So, well, we'll just put it in note as an experience, but this adventure is going to end now.
It does.
It will, until next episode, and I don't even know where we're going. I have no idea. I'm going to leave that up to the boss of mapping.
Yep.
So you'll have to wait to see us next episode, guys. If you have made it out to the end of our chaos, thank you so much, and we thank all of our new viewers that have come on board. Thank you for subscribing. If you did click the subscribe and notifications, we absolutely love your comments.
Yeah, we do.
We're absolutely loving the funny ones as well. You know, I might have the odd rant and Mr. B's quiet, and you've actually said to him just be himself. So, you know, Mr. B will always just be himself. So. Yeah. So yeah, we truly thank you, and we do actually get very overwhelmed from the support and love from the community of you that are watching us every episode. So thank you.
And if you would like us to do a specific location, just let us know. Especially like coming up, we will be going southwest. So when we've released some videos, you'll know where we are, and you can actually say, oh, I'd like you to go here, or I'd like you to go there. We will do our best to do that. So yeah, but until next time, go on adventures, be safe. Please guys, when you're always out there, remember, please be safe.
And we'll see ya next week.
Yep.